Hey everyone, it's Norm here from IMCARS, and in front of us is our beautiful gated manual 2012 Audi R8. And you know it, the weather's nice, it's a long weekend. So let's climb on board and we're gonna go for another epic mountain adventure off to Kelowna, and we'll show you guys some of the epic scenery along the way. And let's fire this up, put this gated manual transmission in gear, and get on the road. But first, as always, fuel. Seem to never have fuel in any of the cars I drive. And here we are once again, leaving downtown Calgary, heading west through the mountains, off to Kelowna this morning, and we'll give you guys some of the scenery along the way, show you some of the cool spots, and we'll try to talk a little bit about why I'm such a big fan of this gated manual Audi R8.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Kind of cool pull-out and maybe photo spot that's about an hour west of Calgary. On busy days, this parking lot is just absolutely full with tourists and people taking photos of the background. And fun little fact about this lake here, it's actually fed by the Bow River in Calgary. So here's an example of one tourist pull-out. It's just after 9 a.m., so it's still pretty early in my mind. And it's already pretty full up in here with cars, so even like in an hour from now there'll literally not be a single parking spot to like go do hiking or whatever's here. I'm just pulling in to evacuate some of the water in my system.
Evacuation beginning. Evacuation complete.
Alright, back on the road we go. So now that I've been driving the car for about an hour and a half, coming up on 2 hours, the first thing that you really start to notice is how comfortable this car is compared to other exotic cars, such as, let's say, a Lamborghini Gallardo. With this car, you have a lot of nice creature comforts that the Gallardo doesn't have. You've got cruise control if you want to utilize it. You've got nice, proper, cold air conditioning, unlike a lot of the early Gallardos, which their AC is just terrible. You've got nice supportive seats, you've got a lot more room, you've got a lot more visibility. Now, of course, some of this stuff is pros, and in the case of the Gallardo, some of it's also pros in that. Maybe you want a little rougher ride and you want more rawness to the car, but I will say on a drive like this where it's 5-6 hours, it is nice just to have a little bit more creature comforts. And yeah, that's the first thing I definitely noticed driving this car. And here we are, just about to enter British Columbia. You can see over there the welcome to beautiful British Columbia. And right there, welcome to Alberta. So we're gonna carry on. I stopped just to show you guys that. We're gonna carry on off to Kelowna. So we just had a bunch of cars give us the high beam flash. So I'm gonna guess there's cops ahead. So we are sat 90 and a 90. And there you have it. There's the cop. So this is by far, I think, one of the coolest visual points of the drive out to Kelowna. We're probably about 10 or 15 kilometers back from Golden, and every time I've ever driven through this is so cool. I always take a video of it. Basically, whenever they carved this road out, they would have had to fully blast and fully cut this clean line right through the mountain. It's so cool driving through this and just thinking, I bet you this took like 6 months or something stupid to do this. Maybe even longer. It's so cool. And then of course when you exit out, you're greeted with another picturesque view. I think you are on a bridge. It's cool, like a purple 911. You're on a bridge, crossing whatever lake where it is. And just like that, welcome to Golden, British Columbia. So the fact that this car has a 6-speed gated manual transmission is another huge reason why I love the Audi R8. Obviously in recent years, the manual transmission has been phased out by all the manufacturers, except for maybe Porsche on the sports car level. So we've seen an increase in demand and desirability, and of course a big increase in price on anything with a manual transmission. But there's something special about gated manuals, which I believe only came in, let's see, the R8, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and I think that's it. Maybe one or two weird one-off Italian cars. But yeah, the 6-speed manual, gated, the way it clinks and shifts into gear, it gives you a very intoxicating sound, a very intoxicating feel, and just is very engaging and adds to the experience of driving a car like this. Just like that, we're in Revelstoke. Camera didn't focus, but we are in Revelstoke. So this is another really cool part of the drive called Three Valley Gap. There's a cool hotel here. So this is Sicamous, also known as, I believe, the houseboating capital of Canada. And it is the final turn off of Trans-Canada, heading south on Highway 97A towards Kelowna, and we've only got 128 kilometers to go, so we're getting pretty close. About an hour and we'll be there. We're now driving through the town of Vernon, which is the last, I'd say, major town before Kelowna. I think we're about 50-ish kilometers away, so not too far, about half an hour. And for anyone who's watched the channel for about a year now, just ahead, up on the right, is where Dave from Daily Driven Exotics and I got pulled over last September on members only rally. That was a very fun event, but not a fun thing to be experiencing that day. So there's the airport, which means we are in Kelowna, and we are also right next to August Motor Cars. So let's pop in there and say hi to the guys. So we are here in Kelowna, and we are at August Luxury Motor Cars, which we've toured a few times before, but I thought this would be a perfect opportunity as we're parked next to this super nice bright orange Gallardo to tell you another reason why I love the R8 so much, and that is simply the fact that it blends in. Look at the two of the cars next to each other, and there's no denying the R8's a good looking car, the Lambo's an incredible looking car, but this is not exotic. So I'm just gonna climb on board because it's starting to rain. So that may sound crazy, but when you're driving around a car like that orange Gallardo, it's kind of, I want to say, annoying to drive something like that a lot of the time. You have people chasing you down in traffic, driving dangerously, trying to take photos, following you home, doing this, doing that, doing the other. And it actually, I mean, it's cool for like 1 or 2 days, and then you get so annoyed with it. So the fact, like, they can just drive an R8, which is basically the same car, especially if you get it with the V10 engine, and you just kind of blend in. It's, you know, you get noticed, but it's not the attention of a Lamborghini. So that's another thing that I absolutely love about the R8, is that you can really have all the same creature comforts, performance, reliability of something like that, but yet you give up or lose a lot of the bad stuff that comes with it as well. Nice Huracan Evo. So that is pretty well the end of this video, doing this short mountain drive out to Kelowna in our gated manual Audi R8. We're about to head back to Calgary, do the same drive. If you guys know me, Yep, we got one stop first, right there. And Starbucks, if you're looking to sponsor me, feel free, shoot me an email. I'd love to have you sponsor the channel. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Get notified every time we put a video out by hitting that notification bell. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you.